This live stream is sponsored by Land of Land. As preppers, we're always looking for that bug out location, but let's face it, land is getting harder and harder to find. What most don't know is that vacant land is everywhere. The nice thing about vacant land is that there's no leaky roofs, no clogged drains, and nothing to repair. In fact, vacant land can be developed with your dream home in mind, or it could be used as a vacation spot, a remote ranch, or just a campsite. In some cases, you can actually buy land in one day with a credit card. Now, many of us are looking for a bug out location or just a secure spot where the family can gather during a crisis event. I want people to start thinking about land the same way that the preparedness community thinks about precious metals. And that's why I like this company so much, Land of Land. Now do yourself a favor. I want you to go to landofland.com and get the process started to owning your own land.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare start.
Good morning, everybody. If you can give me a comm check, let me know this thing is up and running. As you notice, there are some new sponsors out there that are looking to try and get you to buy some land, which is really not a bad idea if you think about it. I'm pushing the buttons right now, getting everything all set up as usual. I'm a one-man band. Let's see here. I think it's that one I want. No, is it that one? That's the one I want right there. Hopefully you guys had a great Monday. Well, I don't even know if I like saying that. Hope you had a great Monday. But obviously today's Tuesday, and Tuesday is trash day. Let's see here. Gonna go to the comments real quick, and let's see. We're gonna start with Rumble because right now the score is currently 17-12. I think I'm gonna do that from now on. It's like whoever's winning when we start. Let's see. The Real Patriot Medic first. Cool. Number 2, and Andy Pearson, you are the turd. The turd again. Howdy, friends. There you go. Lots of talk in the chat. I guess I picked a good subject here. Let's see here. Never mind. The turb chat is acting funny. It got you. So I guess Rumble's acting a little weird, but the sound is good. We can hear you LP loud and clear. Thank you, Laser. I appreciate you, bro. Let's see. We're going to go over to the YouTube side, and Rose is first. And Jordan O'Neill is number 2, and Bradley is the turd. Looks like we've got some people who are omnipresent. Some good mornings to Colt. Where are we at here? David, oops. Colin, Cuck V is in the house. Jordan. We got Rose. Let's see who else is showing. Ian just showed up. All right. Good morning. Looks like we've got the regulars, and that is a good thing. Okay, if we go on over to the YouTube poll that we set up right there, as usual, it's a very carefully crafted poll to find out if you're paying attention. And the question is, what item is crucial for comfort and mental well-being in a safe room? Currently, there are 10 votes, and portable radio with batteries is winning at 50%. Extra clothes and blankets, 20%, books, board games, and cards, 20%, and hygiene products like wet wipes are at 10. Am I saying points? It should be percent. All right, let's see here. And West Virginia Pappy just showed up. Good morning. All right, let's see here. We need to talk very, very briefly. I need to go to the right. We need to go to the right. Present slides, video file, share screen, and we need to talk about the what are the words I'm looking for? The elephant in the room, guys. It's not. It should be more than this. It should be more than this. We've kind of stopped. It's kind of stalled out. And obviously, if you have given, and looks like Bradley Collins had, I got 50, 25, 50 anonymous. And I appreciate you guys. I truly do. So if you're watching this and you have not given yet, it's time to put out. It's time to stop being slackers and give this family 10, 20, 30, 40, $50, whatever you can actually afford. You know what I'm saying? If you plan on going to McDonald's today for lunch, maybe don't do that. Maybe don't do that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take that off, but I'm going to hope that you guys will find it in find it down in the cockles of your heart to help this family out. All right, we're going to go ahead and push one of these buttons is always the wrong one. There it is. There it is. I pushed the wrong. One of these buttons is always the wrong one. All right, let's see here. So I got people's attention, and they got a little confused, and well, I don't know. I thought it was all in the title. I thought it was in the thumbnail. I thought I'd done due diligence, but we're going to get into it. We're going to I'd skip McDonald's every time. There you go, Bradley. How do you guys like those custom emojis? And I'm working on the badges. So for if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, for the YouTube membership, I'm transitioning from Patreon to YouTube. It's going to be a long, slow, painful process, but I have to explain it every time because it's so new to everybody. But the longer you are actually your actual color next to your name, like you see Bradley there, his should be green right now. That actually changes after so many months go by. Like next month, it'll turn to another color, and then so on and so forth. But I wanted some cooler ones, and then also with the emojis, I made those. Those are custom right there, and I can only have 5 because you have to have so many people in, so many members before you can have more. So the more members I have, the more emojis I can provide. So right now I can only have 5, and those are the 5 that I've made. You guys may have seen a couple of them where I'm holding the radio, or I'm like, something like that. So they can be useful. They can be useful. Let's see here. Jordan says my Patreon just renewed a couple months ago. So it's on the back burner. I got you, Jordan. All right, let's see here. Creating a safe room in your home. It is kind of an essential aspect of preparedness, providing a secure space during emergencies such as natural disasters, home invasions, or other crises. You know, the first step in establishing a safe room is selecting an appropriate location. Ideally, this space should be easily accessible from various parts of your home and provide robust protection from external threats. Now, when we talk about creating this basic space, we need to choose a room with few or no windows, such as a basement or an interior room. We need to ensure that the room has a solid reinforced door with a sturdy lock. We need to consider the proximity to bathrooms or plumbing for potential water supply access. And we need to avoid locations near exterior walls, which may be vulnerable to break-ins or structural damage. Now, select a space that can comfortably accommodate all household members. Now, is this possible for all of us? Absolutely not. Some houses just aren't made that way. The last house that I lived in was from the 1800s, and it had like almost no closet space. It was basically almost like an open floor plan that just had a couple separating walls. You know, it was a pretty crazy house. I like the house, but there was no way I could ever make a safe room in that house. So, and as usual, guys, you guys know how this works. This is where I talk about a specific section and you comment on it. I haven't seen any of that yet, but we've just got started. Currently, the score is 17-17. And checking back on the poll, we've got still portable radio with batteries is at 55% now. It looks like hygiene products like wet wipes is losing its holding power. It's dropped to 9%. Jane says, Jane Penn Fighter does lots ammo to adopt. I got you. Good morning, Texas here. Another Texan. I got you. We have lots of people from Texas in here. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Okay. So going back to the script. Once a location is chosen, focus on fortifying the safe room to withstand potential threats. Reinforcing walls and doors is crucial to create a barrier against intrusion and impacts. Installing steel or solid wood doors with heavy-duty locks can prevent forced entry. while additional wall reinforcements can protect against debris or projectiles. All right, and the bullets for that one are pretty simple. Use steel or concrete to reinforce walls. Now, can we all do that? No, but you can buy the steel inserts that will make your door almost impossible to break into. Also, install a solid core door with a deadbolt lock. Many people have their interior doors are hollow core doors. They're very easy to just punch right through, push off the hinges. They're not strong doors whatsoever. So if you put a really good lock on it, it's not going to matter. And also you want to add security film or bars to any existing windows. The security film you can actually buy on Amazon. It basically makes it almost impossible for somebody to break through your glass unless they're really, really like super determined to get through that glass window. You also want to ensure the room is equipped with a ventilation system. When we say that, just make sure that there's the room has proper ventilation. Otherwise, it's gonna get pretty steamy in that room. And you also want to consider soundproofing to minimize noise and keep your presence concealed. So, the general idea behind soundproofing is that when if you run in there and there's like 4 or 5 dudes in your house rummaging through everything with masks and guns and knives and whatever, that they won't be able to hear you inside of that room if somebody sneezes or farts. And then, now they're wondering what's behind this door, that kind of thing. So I'm going to go ahead and check the chat real quick here. Looks like on the Rumble side, Hicktown Honey says, that is awesome, Andy. That dream, he wanted to do a gun safe in basement with concrete and safe door. Haven't got there yet. I guess Andy posted, our house was built with a safe room under the front porch. Concrete all around. We stocked it with food, water, referee whistle, and radio for humans, and dog food for the boys. Oh, that's pretty sharp. I like that, Andy. I like that. Bradley says, I think my intention in a safe room is my house as a whole. I got you. Oops says, I have a TV and play all DVDs, player, and a computer media server full of movies, music, and info of all kinds in the bug out house. Bradley says, maybe falling back to my master bedroom / bath, just have to reinforce windows. There you go. Let's see here. Oops says he's built doors for 12 gauge from 12 gauge sheets. I guess that's thick. I don't know what the gauge on certain wood is when you say 12 gauge. Hopefully I'm saying that right, Oops. But a lot of the things that I've built it for protection, like my storm covers for my windows on the other property, that's made out of 3/4 inch plywood, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what they made plywood out of, 3/4 inch plywood out of, but that stuff is like impenetrable. I'm honestly, I don't even think 22s go through it, but it's some pretty tough stuff. But that's a story for another day. All right, let's see here. Going back, I'm going to just go ahead and check the poll real quick here. We're up to 11 votes, and we're still at 55% portable radio and batteries. If you guys have not done the poll yet, please do it now. Current score is 21-16. Rumble is winning. I don't know how that's happening, but it's winning today. All right, so I guess the next thing we need to talk about is stocking your safe room with essential supplies ensures you are prepared to stay inside for an extended period if necessary. You want to include non-perishable food items, water, medical supplies, and tools for communications and defense. You guys get hint. The goal is to have enough provisions to sustain your family until it is safe to leave the room. Here it comes. Everybody get ready to drink. There it is. Oh, boy. Drink. All right, let's see here. What you want to do is store enough water for at least 3 days per person. That is normally the minimum in all survival situations. You also want to include non-perishable food items and a manual can opener. If you guys didn't see that yesterday, I found 2 very nice manual can openers and in the Wally World clearance aisle for $7 a piece. So high quality, long endurance, that kind of thing. Let's see here. Keep a first aid kit and necessary medications on hand. Equip the room with flashlight, batteries, and a portable radio. Store personal defense items such as pepper spray or a legally owned firearm. And it's kind of a catch-22 because the room itself should be highly accessible all the time until the time comes to close the door. So it's difficult to store some things in there that maybe people would have a tendency to try and, oh, we're out of this, we'll go get it. They'll start to think of it as a second pantry, or maybe there's a firearm or weapon stored that is kind of in plain view or easy reach that shouldn't be. So you're gonna have to find a happy medium. There's gonna have to find something in the middle. All right, let's see here. Where are we at here? Tuck says, I have a room. Where am I at? Oh, I missed one. Cuck V says, my house is getting remodeled. Basically, open concept. House was built in the 1915. I gotcha. And then where we at? Tuck V says, I have a room I could turn into a safe room, except I can't afford the materials. I can install them myself. My low estimate is $6,000. Wow. 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 That just seems like a lot of damn money to convert a room, to put a door in, and I don't know. That sounds like a lot. Let's see here. Bradley says 12 gauge is 0.105 inches thick, almost 3 millimeters thick. Hope that helps. Gotcha, bro. Gotcha. Your door is 3 millimeters thick. That doesn't seem thick. Let's see here. Oops says, ballistic panels run $1,200 and up. I need 4. Let's see. Oh, sorry. Good morning. Tuck is just saying hi. Put dog food into Ziploc bags into freezer 2 days. 3 and 3 bulk bucket. I got you, Jane. I couldn't read the rest of it, but I got you. Let's see. Oops says, no problem. Tuck, get coffee. What kind of steel are you using for the door? Tuck said, or Jane says, Mylar bags minus air with oxygen absorbers, even better. Gotcha. And then on the Rumble side, what we got here? Gauge the thickness of metal. The lower the number, the thicker the metal. Oh, I see. Okay. Plywood is made out of layered strands of wood and glued together. Yes, that is correct, Laser. That is correct, Laser. But have you ever tried to break through 3/4 inch plywood? Give it a try. Put it on YouTube. I want to see you do it. You know what I say? If it didn't happen, if it's not on YouTube, it didn't happen. If it's not on video, it didn't happen. Okay, so the next thing we'll talk about is comfort and mental well-being are important when spending time in a safe room. And if you guys have ever spent time in an enclosed space, your mind can kind of wander. Make the space as comfortable as possible by including bedding, blankets, and entertainment options like books or games. Ensuring a degree of comfort can help reduce stress and maintain morale during an emergency. Now, some of the things that we can do for that is to provide sleeping bags or an air mattress for rest. Also include extra clothing and blankets for warmth. And then stock up on books, board games, or cards for entertainment. And keep a stash of hygiene products like wet wipes and toiletries. Create a small area for pets if applicable, with food and water supplies. Now, some of the things that we have not talked about that you need to think about, generally a safe room is more of what they would call a panic room. It's a place that you can run into that no one can get into, and then you can call the authorities or you can wait for them to leave. But truth be told, many of the things that we've just talked about are the same things that you would find in bunkers. And I don't, I guess a bunker is the ultimate safe room, but you know, the reality is that safe rooms are designed for very short-term use. Someone's broken in, something's happening, and you need to be in a safe space. So you go to your safe room and you close the door, and then they can't do anything to you. You call the cops, so on and so forth. So many of the things that we've talked about don't really hold as much weight as making sure that the door and any entrances are protected, that they're strong, they're durable. If anybody wants to get in the room, they will give up because they know they're running out of time. And then obviously the ability to protect yourself and your family if they do get through that entrance or window, so that they're going to have a bad day, and they should, if they've gone that far, they're going to have a bad day. So Ledger said it's tough. Yeah, it is. 3/4 inch plywood is no joke, guys. All right, let's see here. Oops says, what do we got here? What's in the chat over here on the YouTube side here? I get up at 3 a.m. and don't drink coffee. That just sounds painful. 6 layers of 12 gauge with 7/16 plywood in between. That's a serious door. Black metal sheet. I don't know what that means. Colin says, I got good Faraday bags off TikTok shop, 5 pieces ranging from 6 to 42 inches. They actually work too. Well, that's cool. Bradley says, yeah, that would be a heavy door, but I bet it's built proof for rounds you would normally come across with invaders. Yeah, that's a pretty serious door. That's a pretty serious door. The only thing you have to worry about with when you start making doors heavy like that is the balance. You know, will the door stay where it's supposed to stay in the open position, or is it always going to be trying to close itself? Is it so heavy that your children can't move it? So something to think about. Oops says, made bolts to lock all 7 sides, even down into concrete floor. That's pretty serious, man. You got some dreams, bro. You got some dreams as far as the door you want on this room. That is for sure. You know, I mean, honestly, you can literally, there are so many ways to, you know, that are very medieval, if for lack of better words, that you can strengthen a door, that you can create a barrier or bar so that the door cannot be opened. There's a lot of it. There's really a lot of it. And, you know, I don't even know how to, I would be looking at that before I would be looking at trying to create a bulletproof door. You know, it's why are they trying to shoot through the door? What benefits them to shoot through the door? If they want in, they want in. You know, they either want you or they want your stuff. But why would they shoot through a door? Let's see. Oops says, yeah, built frames to handle weight of door and swings, very easy for children. That's good. I'm glad. I'm good. Okay, so let's see here. Let's go to, well, we just went to the chat. What questions do you guys have about this that I have not answered or provided insight on? And while you're doing that, I'm going to drink some coffee. As you can tell, I'm a little slow today. Didn't sleep too well last night. This live stream will probably not be as long as other ones, but I'm going to try and stretch it out as far as I possibly can. So what are your questions? Let's see if anybody puts anything in the chat. As usual, guys, if there's nothing in the chat, then I'll just shut the live stream, do my closing, and shut the live stream down. Currently, the poll is what item is crucial for comfort and mental well-being in a safe room, and the numbers have changed a little bit. You know, the portable radio and batteries is now only at 43%, while the extra clothing and blankets have gone up to 29%. Books, board games, and cards are at 14%, and hygiene products like wet wipes are at 14%. So let's see here. Is anybody typing anything in the chat? A board across the door secured into braces attached to the frame. Yes, West Virginia Pappy, that is actually the best way to do it. You can actually put that board on a hinge and just let it swing down when you close the door. It's actually a very solid way of locking doors into places. All right, let's see here. I'm not seeing anything in the chat, guys. I'm not seeing anything in the chat at all. I think today is going to be just one of those lackluster live streams where nobody participates, and it happens. It happens. West Virginia Pappy says, "What kind of radio? Weather or UV5R?" Well, you can do both with the UV5R. But the thing is it's funny too, because it's like you should have it's like portable radio with batteries, and that's great. That's really great. But here's the thing. Some radios don't work great indoors, and you're talking about building all these reinforcement this and bulletproofs that. And by the way, radio waves don't go through any of that. So, maybe something to think about. Which is why I wrote the poll the way I did. Tuck says adding ballistic protection can add a lot to cost. Storm protection alone may or may not offer ballistic protection. Yeah, I mean, bullets don't like inanimate objects. They tend to really, really lose their ballistic energy when they strike something. So, there's this, there's that, and there's the other thing. And maybe we should be thinking about the other thing. West Virginia Pappy, external antenna. Excellent idea. Tuck says a company called Armor Corp makes ballistic drywall. Yes, I've seen that. That's actually some pretty awesome stuff. It's a little pricey, but it is definitely some good stuff. Let's see here. Andy says, to me, a radio is of great value. Oh, yes, it is. It is. But what you need to do is make sure that it works. Make sure that when you turn the damn thing on, that you can actually either send or receive. 99% of the time it's receive, but make sure that it actually works, because there's been many times where I've turned my UV5R inside this room and I'm not getting a signal at all. I have to go to a corner or change the antenna. I have to make some kind of adjustment to the parameters to make the radio perform. And that's what I'm saying. If you're going to focus on a radio, make sure the damn thing's going to work in the closet that you picked out. Okay, let's see here. Andy says UV5R has ham band, FM, and NOAA. Yes, correct. Absolutely correct. Okay, let's see here. Company call. No, we did that already. And the current score is 2018. YouTube is winning. But guys, not seeing a lot of activity in the chat. So finally, practice using the safe room to ensure all household members are familiar with its location and operation. Conduct regular drills to simulate different emergency scenarios and refine your plan as needed. This preparedness can make a significant difference in the effectiveness of your safe room during an actual crisis. And some of the bullet points for that are actually pretty simple. Hold family meetings to discuss the safe room's purpose and use. There was a talk in the chat the other day. Someone had bought some field protective masks, some gas masks for their children, and their children were like, "I don't want to die," and they had to explain to them that you're not going to, and you're not going to because we have these things. So getting the family involved, being engaged with the family instead of prepping in your corner is not a positive thing. You've got to stay with the family. Practice emergency drills to familiarize everyone with the process. It's that easy. Regularly check and update supplies to ensure they are not expired. Sometimes things do go bad. One of the someone said in the chat that talking about pet food. Well, pet food's great, but you know what? A lot of the pet food has oil in it, and regardless of how you packed it, it will go rancid after about 6 months to a year. Now, there are some out there that are drier than others, so be selective. Update your emergency plan based on lessons learned from the drills. Basically, practice, drill. The old OODA loop: observe, decide, act. Learn from it, have an after action. Keep important documents and a list of emergency contacts in the safe room. I would say that the list of emergency contacts is probably the safest one. Because last time I checked, cell phones, and unless you've put yourself behind a steel door and inside of a concrete room, your cell phone's probably going to work. So those are some things to think about. Also, some stuff popped up in the chat here. Let's see here. I have a small, hide wiring and walls. What's this about? Tuck says, I selected clothing / blankets because my tablet wouldn't let me choose radio. If if I'm hiding from a storm, I want Noah. I got you, Tuck. I got you. Rose says, how would you, where are we at here? God dang it. How would you increase your radio reception if a solid safe in a solid safe room? Wouldn't your external wiring likely be attacked? Attacked from what? It's a safe room. It's what Rose attacked. What are we expecting to attack? It's just a place to run to for no more than 72 hours. But West Virginia Pappy does say hide the wiring in the walls. Ian says, I have a small collection of vintage radios that operate with vacuum tube and they still work as new. Wow, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome, Ian. Tuck says, bummer. I come in late and I love the topic. In a former life, I built buildings. I got you, Tuck. Bradley says, would this be the preferred room of any camera system or the fact that most of them are now viable with a cellular device and a waste of time? Yes, I mean, you could actually put cameras inside there. I would recommend that you would. But you could probably, if you can get Wi-Fi signal through whatever defenses you put up, then yeah. You know, those Wise cameras are pretty freaking awesome. I'm not a fan of the Roku ones. The Roku benefit of the Roku channel or the Roku cameras is that you can watch them on your TV. So there might be something there. But with the Wise, you get updated on all sorts of other stuff as far as security goes. The Rokus might actually work as a better system if you think about it, because then you can put you put your Wi-Fi TV inside your safe room, and then when you want to look at all your cameras, you beep, 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 beep. Let's see here. Matter of fact, I need to put you on there. You're a member, so you have privileges, my friend. You have privileges. Let's see. Oops. It's just I don't get to see all your icons on the software that I use to do these things. Let me see how that looks on the YouTubes. Let's see if I've updated this and it's pushed further. I'm hitting the F5 there. I'm hitting the old F5 button. All right, let's see here. I'm going to turn that off, and let's see here. Bradley would be my preferences because I hate wireless cameras. I got you. Yeah, and it is what it is because you either want to put holes in your walls or you don't. Do what you got to do, man. This is your dream. I'm just playing a role in it. If you use wired cameras, no hack. That's true. Canned chicken and pumpkin makes good dog food for preps. Absolutely. In fact, it's great for them when they'll eat it. Dogs will get sick of pumpkin, after a while. But yes, the canned chicken and pumpkins is an excellent food for dogs. Let's see here. Tuck says, my impromptu safe room does have an 8-inch steel reinforced concrete wall on one side. I also have concrete slab floor and ceiling. Better than nothing. Dude, that's better than most people have ever. It's pretty damn good. It's pretty damn good. So, I mean, I would count yourself lucky and then build on that success is what I would do. All right, let's see here. Okay, well, I think that I've covered everything I needed to talk about. The final poll was portable radio 40%, extra clothes and blankets 33%, and then books, board games, or cards and hygiene products like wet wipes both came in at 13%. All right, guys. As usual, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and throw this back up here, guys. If you have not done it yet, please, you need to. If you've got $5 in your pocket right now, they need your $5. We need to knock this out. I'm going to do some more advertisement for this today. I know that the people are watching. I know that there were people that said they were going to do something and they haven't done it yet. We need you to do that. We need you to knock this out of the park for this family, guys. I think that we're kind of I think we need to do more than talk just a good game. So, all right, guys, that's going to be it. I'm just going to leave this up for a little while. Make sure you guys stay safe. Have a great day, and I shall see you when I see you. I'm going to get, what is this button I'm going to push over here? That one right there. Talk to you all later. Bye-bye.